Hello Internet and welcome to the second roster podcast, the first under Donald Trump, as Jake likes to remind us. Today we're doing a video games podcast. We're talking about what we've been playing recently as well as some new releases because Matt hasn't played anything recently.
I have not.
I'm here with Rob.
Sup?
Matt.
It's me again.
And Jake.
How you going?
I feel like we should do better introductions next time.
We'll think of something.
Yeah, because I just say your names and you're just like hello and it's sort of like...
What it do, you do?
Maybe we just won't introduce and we'll just go right into it. Yeah.
Consistency.
Yeah, we have to do this forever now. So yeah, I figured before we start talking about what we've been playing, we should talk about some of the new console stuff that's come out. Jake and Rob got a PS4 Pro today.
Did do that.
Yeah, and I don't know how much you guys would have played because we played basketball and came here.
Honestly,
So
I have played a lot of transferring data from another PS4. It is enjoyable to look at a blue screen and watch the numbers tick up.
yeah.
I mean, the menus feel a bit faster.
Yeah, that's not
I like the controller. The
new
controller feels
DualShock,
nice.
Yeah.
The new DualShock.
Obviously, you guys will have a lot more to talk about next time we do this because you will have played it a lot. But
yeah.
I feel like a few new games need to come out
yeah.
Exactly.
before we'll really see
In a
notice
month-
of
In a
the
month, there's
difference.
going to be about 5 or 6 new games out on it, and that's when everyone's sort of going to start noticing and hopefully noticing it.
What do you guys expect to get out of it?
Start trying to get
Yeah,
better.
improved frame rates because it's supposedly 1.5 times more powerful than the current PS4, and I've already seen a few things for games where it's got actual settings. Where you
Yeah.
can switch between higher graphics or higher frame rates, and honestly, I don't know what it is about frame rates.
Yeah.
I just love
feel
that
like
60 FPS.
one day we need to have that discussion because I don't see the appeal in frame rates at all, but you and Rob
Frames.
love them.
Frames. Give me a 1080. 1080, let's go frames.
What are you guys getting out of this more than just some better graphics?
Well, my PS4 was last legs. I need to
Yeah.
get a new PS4, and I don't see the point in getting an old one. Sure, the price is going to go down a bit. Why would I bother getting the old one when the new one's not that much more expensive, honestly? It's a couple $100 difference. It might turn out that the games do look a lot nicer. Even without a 4K TV or any of that support, they've still got HDR. It's still going to look really nice on the games that it does support, but that'll come in time. A lot of the games are starting to announce they're going to support it, so...
Yeah. Well, doesn't every game that comes out on PS4 starting now have to support?
No.
When does that start?
It's chosen by the developers
Exactly.
whether they want to.
They don't have to. No one has to.
But
Okay.
they will.
Yeah,
All-
probably.
it'll be big titles. Like your indie games will never support it
Love you, Indies.
because it's just not worth it for
Yeah.
them. But yeah, a lot of your big games, like your big companies, EA, Ubisoft, this and that, they'll just keep putting out
I think it's.
pro support.
I think it's interesting that the consoles have taken the sort of iPhone route, where the iPhone had the 6, then the 6S. This is sort of an in-between stage
Yeah.
for consoles right now, with the Xbox Scorpio coming out
Yeah.
next year.
Isn't it depressing though?
But
like
all-
you have to keep
they
buying
never-
new
Yeah.
PS4.
They always did this sort of thing though, but just not to this extent. Like
Yeah.
they always brought out Xbox 360 Slim,
Yeah.
PS3 Slim, this and that. But now they've actually, in the middle of the console's life cycle, actually, made improvements to it.
Actually,
So
Nintendo was doing that for a while with the DS and stuff.
they have.
Like,
been,
yeah, they did DS Lite and then DS XL. I don't remember how that went.
Yeah, I can't remember.
DSi,
the order,
that
but
was the one.
DSi,
They
then there
made
was
yeah.
3DS, 2DS.
They made the new DS.
The new 3DS.
The new
which is
3DS,
great.
which I've got.
Yeah, they're doing that. Yeah.
Nintendo know what they're doing. They love money.
That's true.
So how long since the PS4 came out and the Xbox One came out?
It's been 2 years.
So
Maybe
you-
3.
Only 2 years.
Maybe
I think
3. Yeah,
Like
no,
3.
no, it was 3 because it was coming out of year 12. No, I was
There
like,
we go.
oh,
Yeah, because I remember it was out for a while before Destiny, and that's when I got it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend the console if you don't care about graphics.
Yeah.
There is
Exactly.
no point to upgrade if you don't care about graphics.
Like, if you're looking to get a PS4 and you're strapped for cash, like, get the...
if you
It's
already
not
have a
the model.
PS4, it works perfectly.
Exactly.
Just keep it. There's no
Yeah.
need to change.
Don't even upgrade to the slim version. Like
Yeah.
they've got out. If your current PS4 is working and you don't care about graphics, there's honestly no point to upgrade to the Pro.
Yeah, probably me.
Yeah.
So that's enough about the Pro. You guys
Yeah,
seeing a lot
it's-
about Nintendo's new announcement.
Yeah. Well, I was pretty keen on the Nintendo Switch because I love Nintendo stuff, but I haven't got a Wii U because my whole mentality was literally like, oh no, when the Nintendo NX comes out, I'll get the Wii U because it'll be like the price we cut so much, and I'll be like
Yeah.
the savviest of all consumers.
I've always wanted to play Super Mario Maker. I
Yeah.
feel like that would be
That was
a very
legit,
fun
and
game.
Splatoon. Like,
Yeah.
But I think the problem now is like if you get a Wii U now, like the player base will be dying. I think some of the Splatoon stuff stopped happening.
Yeah.
People aren't making Mario Maker levels as much anymore, to my understanding.
It's just it's good for a price cut, but if you're looking for the good experience, it's going to be with the Switch.
And considering like they tend to re-release their games on their store, so there's a good chance you'll just get Splatoon on the Switch.
I'd be very shocked if they didn't bring out new Mario makers every few
they
years now,
showed
because that is huge.
In the promo trailer, they showed like a new Splatoon, a new Mario Kart.
Exactly.
They showed 2K. They showed Skyrim.
I think Nintendo need to appeal to their audience of like party games.
Yeah.
Like games with your friends, games you can sit down. Like they've got to pull out the 2 controllers anywhere you want.
Yeah.
Play with your friends. Like, I think that's their audience.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay bringing out your adventure games and that, like your Zeldas and your big hits that are already established, and every once in a while, but just don't stray too far from what you've made your fan base on.
That being said, you need to have that stuff because some people only have one console, so they want to have the flexibility to play those one-player games
definitely.
and stuff, and also play the Nintendo, like the more traditional Nintendo games where you play with your friends.
Yeah. I think
exactly.
like, have you guys ever like thought about like when you go to like a party and stuff, you're like, oh shit, I'll bring my. Is that the first time we've sworn on the podcast?
Cream.
Explicit.
Swear jar.
Yeah. So you go to a party and you think, oh, maybe I'll bring my PS4, maybe I'll bring my 360, Xbox One, whatever. And like, there's not really many games you can play that are pretty casual and pretty chill with a lot of people.
Yeah, everyone knows 2K is not casual.
Yeah. But like, you think like you only have like 2 controllers, so it's 2 people at most. A game that's coming out this month, Overcooked, has like a mode where I think you can play with, like, you share one controller between 2 people, so one person gets the D-pad and one stick, and one person gets the buttons on the other stick, and you can control it with that and play it 4-player. But that sort of seems like a workaround to a, having one or 2 controllers, whereas like the Switch seems like it's designed to do just that.
Yeah, and seeing as so many games nowadays only have a 1-player option, when like back in the day you could play split screen with 4 screens and have everyone playing.
Yeah.
Whereas now, like a game, even I'll bring up a older example like Destiny. Like you couldn't play like a local game with more people on one screen. You had to play. Everyone has their own console and stuff. It's hard to do that at a party, obviously.
The game that invented that, pretty much, Halo.
Look
Halo.
at Halo 5. You can't do a co-op
latest
split
Halo.
screen. What is that?
Oh, that's ridiculous.
You can do it on 2 different Xboxes.
Yeah.
But what happened to, going over to your friend's house, staying over and being like, hey man, you want to smash out the Halo campaign?
That's
Sure, why not?
Well, whenever we
can't
hang
do it.
out and want to play games, we have to bring like 4 TVs, 4
Yeah.
consoles.
It's
Everyone has
bulky.
to
Look,
have
it's a lit
TVs.
setup, but it's really inconvenient. And the Switch could make boys' game nights a lot funner.
And
Yeah.
I think the more powerful Nintendo console, maybe we can pray for an open world Pokemon
Oh man.
3D, more 3D.
You dream.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We'll get Sun and Moon first.
Yeah, we've got to think about that. We'll probably be talking about that because we're all getting it. I think you still getting it, Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Okay. All right, cool. So
That's enough about the consoles. Right?
yeah, I think that's a good rundown considering one of them came out today and we haven't done much with it. And the other one's not coming out until next year.
So, what have you been playing, Esran?
I've been playing Dragon Quest Builders, which is sort of like a Minecraft clone, pretty much. Like, I feel like is there like a better way to describe?
You're not
those
doing
types
it.
of
You're not
games?
doing it justice. Like from what you showed me, it looks like a really fun game.
I say Minecraft clone, but I love Minecraft so much.
That's
Like,
what I mean. Like,
you guys know how much Minecraft I've played in my life and stuff. And then, yeah, so it's sort of like that, set in the Dragon Quest universe, but I don't really know anything about that because I've never played it.
So is this like a part of a series?
I think so. I think it's set in the same world, but it's not like a direct continuation.
Not a follow-on,
or
yeah.
anything
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
it's
Um,
from what I saw, you get a lot of good like little things. Like you got your building, your crafting, that sort of thing, and it's not just build whatever you want like Minecraft is. Like you get people requesting things. Was that what you were showing us? You
you
people
got
want
villages,
stuff
and they like ask you to they'll be like, oh, build me a bedroom, and you build them a bedroom, and it's sort of weird because you can only build rooms that are 2 blocks high that count.
Okay.
You can sort of build 2-story ones, but basically the only blocks that count are the floor and then 2 blocks high, and then anything you put above that doesn't
just
count.
extra,
Like the room
yeah.
score and like the villagers don't notice it, they don't care about it. So it's pretty much for aesthetics. Like I built a pretty big city in one of the levels, and like it's pretty functional. Like I've maxed out the town level and stuff, but it's not like a lot of it is like useless and just for me to look at because I like
You
it.
make it for
But
yourself.
hey, that's what I mean. Like, even though I'm an avid trophy hunter and that sort of thing, just it's fun having something that you can just do for yourself. And,
Yeah.
You're not doing yourself justice. You collected every feather in Assassin's Creed 2. Every single feather.
And I'm gonna do it again in a week.
Avid's probably not a strong enough word. Yeah, but I'm enjoying it a lot. I think like it's one of those games where I'm like playing it and really enjoying it, and I'm just like so keen on them getting a sequel to like build it more, make it better. Make it better. Like, I like the villages a lot, but I feel like a lot of the time they tell you to go out of town and fight stuff, and I'd rather be building things because that's like sort of the point. And the combat in that game is like pretty weak. Like, it's one button, you just spam it.
It does sound like a cool game, but do you think you're getting your money's worth, seeing as you paid $80 for it, so it's as much as a full price game, when it's essentially got a lot of the features of the game like Minecraft would have for a lot less of the price?
I mean, money's worth's an interesting concept because if you like, you guys all bought 2K this year, and I mean, I feel like Dragon Quest Builders differs from, between the difference between 2K17 and 2K16 is smaller than the difference between Minecraft and Dragon Quest Builders and stuff. There's 5 areas, chapters they call them, and I'm only in the 3rd one still, and I've played more than I played Mafia 3, which I finished. So I'd say like time-wise because I love builders as like a genre. I think that's like one of my favorite things. So I've played so much Minecraft, so much modded Minecraft and stuff. So stuff like this is always going to be interesting to me. And I think like the villages, like one of my problems with Minecraft has always been like, what's the point? Like even though I've played so much and I build shit all the time, it's always a question of like, what's the point? Like there's no reason to build anything beyond I just feel like doing it. And like the most efficient way to play that game is just build a tiny bunker and go hide in it.
It's like money's worth. It's a bit of a touchy subject because what someone thinks is, not worth it. Other people are like, yes, 100%. Like, look at The Order. Some people loved it. Some people didn't love it.
Yeah.
It's a 6-hour game, but it was a great 6 hours.
Yeah.
So it all just depends if, you prefer, quality or quantity.
Yeah.
And, some people enjoy the quantity, and that's, I can't talk. I've played over 1,000 hours of Destiny. It's 100% about the quantity for that.
It's also like, what do you go into this game expecting? Because if you're over expectations, you're going to be let down.
Can I get a No Man's Sky?
Yeah, No Man's Sky. I think a lot of indie games are like that, where people play 2 hours on Steam and get it refunded, even though they played the whole thing and probably shouldn't be. Yeah, because it's like you can get your money back. Because I don't know if you know the Steam refund policy, where if you play, it's like if you haven't played it in a week, I think it's like you don't play for 7 days. In that 7-day period, you can get a refund. Or if you play 2 hours, you can get a refund in that period as well. And some indie games go for an hour and a half or something like that, and people get a refund because it's
honestly, it's a good policy for horrible games that just aren't what they panned out to be. Like, not saying it's a horrible game, but No Man's Sky, it wasn't what they said. A lot of people after 45 minutes were like, not what I wanted, want my money back. And look, it's fair enough if it's not what you're after, but then you get your indie games and it's crushing indie developers. Having people that smash through their game really quick, get a refund. The indie developers, don't get any money from it because the money gets refunded.
And Steam gets 30% anyway, I think.
Exactly.
So Steam's fine with it, they don't care. Wow. That's how half Steam policies work though. They're just like,
Valve loves money.
They do.
Like, they could do nothing for the rest of their company's life and they'd still be,
Yeah. They just have to sit there and run Steam.
Exactly. Just keep it online and, you go.
Yeah. Anyway, that's Dragon Quest Builders. I'd recommend it if you like Minecraft, or if you ever played Minecraft and you were sort of like interested in it, but you didn't really find anything to do.
Like, what's the point?
Yeah, that sort of thing. I think we'll move on to Jake and see what he's been playing, because we went with Rob first last time, so I figured I'd switch it around. He's giving me a look right now. I'm getting daggers stared.
I am a sucker for a remaster.
Yeah.
An absolute sucker. I was quite disappointed with Fallout 4, and then next thing I know, Bethesda Skyrim Remastered. The game came out in 2011, it's 2016 now. I've never played it on PC, so the idea of mods on console really appealed to me. I picked it up, I load up, I get about a third into the game, and I think to myself, what have I done? What have I done here?
No.
I paid full retail for this game, $79 at JB Hi-Fi, and
Shout out to JB.
Shout out to JB.
We love JB.
And I don't think I'll be buying a remaster in a long time.
Ooh, that's a big call.
It is the same game, which I knew it was going to be. I knew it was going to be the same game. The main drive for me was the nostalgia playthrough. I wanted to relive, the days where I first played Skyrim, but I just can't.
Because Skyrim is one of Matt, Jake, and my favourite games.
Yeah.
We've played it a lot. Rob's played it a bit as well, but probably not
I like
as much.
Skyrim. I really like Skyrim, but I've just never gotten fully into it.
Yeah.
And I know I will. I just need to find the time.
Yeah. I guess the question I want to ask about this is given you didn't like Fallout 4, and then they sort of just re-released the game, you're like, oh, this wasn't great. Do you feel like robbed by Bethesda, or not robbed, but
robbed? That's my name.
A little, because with Fallout 4, they did things with the choice in the game was non-existent.
Yeah.
You were getting funneled into the same quest line that everyone else, or the same outcome that everyone else was. And with Skyrim, it had a reputation as a good game. I know I like the game, but I go in and all I see is it's a little bit prettier, which is what a remaster is.
Yeah.
But I still feel disappointed by it.
See, I have Skyrim Remastered, but that's because I have the regular game on PC and I have all the DLCs, so you get it for free. And look, that's fantastic. I will definitely play through the remaster, but
especially since you haven't played it that much before.
Exactly, but if I had to buy the game outright, that's where I'm a bit iffy.
It's the sort of thing where you can probably just go back and grab a 360 copy if you've still got a 360, and just because I wouldn't recommend the PS3 copy because that one had a lot of issues. But you still go back and do that.
It's not a Bethesda game if it doesn't have serious issues.
But I think PS3 was unplayable issues, not just it's janky as hell.
It was exactly the same with Fallout 4 though. It just makes you think what are Bethesda doing? Do they care? Do they honestly care anymore?
Bethesda on consoles from this point on, I would not recommend.
Yeah,
exactly.
Matt, did you have any interest in getting the remaster? Because
Not
I know
really
you played a lot of
the
Skyrim.
remaster. I played a fair bit of Skyrim, and enough to the point where I'm kind of if I had the game again, I know what I'd do on it. I did all the side things. I joined all the guilds and stuff I've done them to the end. I didn't actually finish the main story mode for some reason. I just was at a stage where I liked side quests.
The main stories in those games are always pretty whatever.
It's not really a story. It's more just a suggested path to follow.
Yeah. So I had enough fun exploring the rest of the world. And at the time as well, I feel obviously they're not the graphics aren't up to par anymore, but at the time they were pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So I feel I wouldn't get that much out of a remaster. I probably won't get it, even though I had a lot of fun playing Skyrim at the start, and I do like Bethesda overall.
Yeah. Did you play Fallout 4?
I have Fallout 4. I did not enjoy it very much.
Yeah, I don't think anyone here really did.
I'm not big on Fallout.
I like Fallout 4. I wasn't massive into 3 or any of that, but I did enjoy 4. It wasn't compelling enough to make me want to keep playing more and more, and get really deep into a game. And with so many good games out there, that's really what you want, is just something that makes you want to come back over and over again.
The voice protagonist hurt that game.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Where is my son? Show some emotion.
I often wonder if voice acting in general is good and it immerses you and stuff, but I often wonder if the push for that always being the thing takes away from writing in games and stuff, because you can't just write good dialogue, you need someone to act it really well.
Yeah.
Go back to Fallout New Vegas. You go through the dialogue options. Because of how you built your character, you can select a particular type. If you're really smart, you get an intellect choice of dialogue. If you're really dumb, you get a dumb choice for dialogue. But in Fallout 4, we've got a voice protagonist. There's just not as much options.
You get 4 max each time.
No matter how you build your character, he's still the exact same sounding, the exact same...
Yeah.
And if you're going to have games that don't have as much dialogue option, there are a lot of great games out there like that, but you really got to find the sweet spot. And you can't just cut out a lot of the dialogue options and not replace them with anything.
Yeah.
Dialogue makes or breaks the game. You just, not to overuse it, but just look at Destiny. Peter Dinklage, fantastic. He's a great actor. They just completely missed the mark with the ghost voicing. Even Nolan North, I'm not a fan of it. It's just dull.
Because the writing in that game is pretty tropey, shaky. It doesn't really. It's very straightforward, and it's not straightforward in the way where it's at least you buy into it. It's very straightforward, and it looks like someone hasn't refined it.
There's very little emotion, and
that's the one.
I find myself thinking the exact same when it comes to Fallout, when it's meant to be an emotional game.
So Skyrim Remastered. If you've already played it, I would not recommend it at all.
But if you haven't played Skyrim,
if you have not played Skyrim, definitely pick it up. And even if you want to mod the game, you only get 3 gigabytes on console to mess around with it. Stuck at 30 FPS. For a remaster.
Yeah.
That's
If
a
you
no-no.
want to play Skyrim and you're thinking about getting it on PC, get the regular Skyrim. There are amazing mods out there that
Yeah.
make the game look almost as good as the remaster, if not better on some of them.
It's upsetting that the game looked how it does in the remaster on PC in 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Exactly.
It sort of just suggests to me like Fallout 4 being a bit bland and then doing a Skyrim remaster. Bethesda's like sort of like, you know, running on a treadmill a bit. Like they're not really changing up what they do, which is like what big companies do when you want to make money. You just keep releasing the same
just
thing
keep-
and have people
they-
buying it.
They are
Assassin's Creed. It's-
Yeah.
They are working on a new IP though.
Yeah.
So.
And see, that's the sort of exciting thing you want to hear.
Exactly.
But since we don't know anything about it, it's not a great sign that their last two things have been either boring or literally the same thing
That's what I
that
mean.
people have already done.
They're being really pushed with this next one. It's going to have to be fantastic, and you know, I
Yeah.
do believe in them. I do think they'll bring out an
I
amazing.
mean, we do love Skyrim. It's not like Skyrim's fault that it got remade
Yeah.
and we weren't like that into playing it anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not taking away from Skyrim. It's an
There
amazing game.
There are people out there who haven't played it who will really enjoy this
Yeah.
game.
That's the thing
Exactly.
with remasters is like people who are just getting into games. You can just like there's so many available that like I think that's like one of my favorite things about remasters is just that like it
It's
makes
such
them available to everyone.
Yeah, it's such a wide audience.
Yeah.
Like, you've got also people who are younger who didn't play these games when they were, you know, even younger, and then you've got people who, for whatever reason, didn't have one of the consoles available
Yeah.
to them, and now they do, and they can, you know, play this game, which is great because it's a game that, you know, has such influence on a lot of people that everyone should be able to get a crack at playing it.
Yeah.
Don't buy remasters if you've already played them.
Yeah, just
That
go
is-
back and play the one
that
you've already
is
got.
the rule.
I will debate this to my death. But,
Speaking of games that get released a lot and people keep buying them, how is Call of Duty going, Rob?
look,
That's Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and the
Yes,
Modern
so
Warfare
the
1 remaster.
the biggest thing that Activision have done that just really has just annoyed me is you can't get COD 4 remastered unless you buy Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
And that is just the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
It's
Like,
really weird.
You've made two games, you just separate the games. They're different apps, sell them separately. It is the biggest money hungry thing. They know people don't want space COD, so what do? They give you on the ground COD, but they have to pair it with something else to make their sales look nice and make their investors keep investing money in
That's
it.
why I think, like, were they almost not confident enough with Infinite Warfare?
Well, look at it. Like we were talking about this the other day. On PC, Farming Simulator 2017 had more active players the day that Infinite Warfare came out than Infinite Warfare did.
They've
That's unheard of for a COD.
they
No
split
knock
the
on
play-
Farming Simulator.
They split
I'm sure
the
that game's
player
fun.
base between Steam and
Windows Store thing.
Windows.
Yeah.
Or something. They've split the
What is
player
that called
base.
now?
And I'm not sure what it's called,
Yeah.
but it's Microsoft Play or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So the PC community is already split into two.
Yeah.
So an already small community split into two.
Yeah. And then you've split it between two games as well.
But it's not all doom and gloom. Like, Infinite Warfare, from what I've played, like, the zombies is really fun. You know, I thought, oh great, another zombies, you know. It just hasn't really hit me in that sweet spot since Black Ops 2 Zombies. That was, for me, the absolute epitome of zombies. And ever since it's just been dropping off, and now it's looking good again. They've found the nice little spot where they don't try and just imitate it. They put their own twist on it. And apart from just zombies, the multiplayer, it's the multiplayer, you know. It's what everyone buys COD for. That's fun, you know. You still got your jump arounds, jump packs. Some people love that. Some people don't. The people that don't love it, you've got your COD 4 remastered. And COD 4 remastered, it's going great. And it's amazing for YouTube as well, like, as a business, because everyone is getting back on it. Like, from the good old days where everyone was, you know, doing your trick shots, your commentaries. They're getting so many more views and there's so much more exposure coming on, so...
Have you split your time between both, or have you been playing more of Modern Warfare?
Very much more Modern Warfare remastered, but I have played a fair bit of Infinite Warfare. Haven't done the campaign for either, but from what I've seen footage-wise, they both look like... Modern Warfare campaign was always great, and it just looks really pretty now. But Infinite Warfare... but Infinite Warfare, that looks really fun, and they've got some really good actors in it,
Yeah.
so, you know...
Do you guys tend to play, if you've got a game that's campaign and multiplayer, do you tend to play the single player stuff first? Because I know like I will always jump in
I
that
always
first.
would, yeah.
I
Yeah.
used to, but then I just found myself enjoying the multiplayer a lot in games like this that are base online games.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, we've got to chunk a campaign in there with it.
Do you think that's a shift that a lot of people have gone through in playing Call of Duty and stuff like that?
Definitely. You find yourself looking at, like, as much as this sounds stupid, the leaderboards, that sort of thing. You see people who, after, a day of the game, people have prestiged numerous times. So obviously people are getting straight into the multiplayer because it's the best part.
Yeah.
I know, it's nuts.
That is... Would you have to be playing literally since it released?
Yes, like most years. I'm not sure if it happens this year, but there's a bunch of guys who... Not just a bunch of guys. There are numerous people who race to Master Prestige.
Okay.
And they just don't sleep, they have shifts.
What's Master Prestige? Is that
It's
different
like
to...
max level, 100%.
So, like, even when you go to, like, 70 and reset a bunch of
70
times...
reset, you hit the max, so you can't prestige anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they do it for charity as well.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
cool.
not
It's a
sure.
good
I
thing,
don't
yeah.
think they're doing it this year. I'm going to have to look on Twitch and try and find out, but I don't think they're doing it. But there are also a lot of other people that do it and do it for charity, which it's great. And it's getting a lot more people into the multiplayer. So
How long would that take to get to Master Prestige?
months.
Months?
It takes
Okay.
months.
So it's not like in 3 days...
On the old CODs, you could, like, doing it that shift work, just making sure you grind out the score game modes that give you the most XP. You get it done in a few days.
Okay.
But now they've got so many prestiges, so many levels. Like Black Ops 3, I think after you hit max prestige, you could go to level 400 in the last prestige.
Yeah,
or something.
okay.
So if they just keep doing this, then, I just don't know where it's going.
Yeah. Do you think COD has, like, a future, like, yearly releases and stuff? Because we know Assassin's Creed isn't releasing a new game this year. They're doing the Ezio Collection, which we'll talk about in a bit.
As much as I want to say no, and I want them to just take a year off and just make an amazing game, it's Activision. So the game's coming out. Like, Destiny, their DLC half the time isn't ready, but Activision doesn't take no for an answer and forces it out.
Yeah. And do you think that'll eventually hurt them? Or, like, all of you guys, do you think, like... I mean, I don't think either of you guys have played a COD for ages,
I
if
played
at all.
Advanced Warfare, I think. I picked
Is that
up
the one
Advan-
before this
That
one?
was 2 ago.
Okay.
That was not good.
I picked up Advanced Warfare and I just wasn't impressed. I don't know, it's just like what's new. It's like a Twitch shooter. I'd be more interested in Titanfall 2, honestly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, a lot of this stuff, cool, we got some jump arounds, you've got this, Titanfall 2, Overwatch, they're just better multiplayer games.
I do love Overwatch. That's like, I don't normally play multiplayer games because I just don't get interested in
It
them.
just is
But
like-
Overwatch is real good.
Every time a Call of Duty comes out, it's the same
Yeah.
thing from everyone. Like, they've tried to do something new, but hardcore fans don't like it.
Yeah.
New fans are kind of like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah, stuck in the middle ground, they haven't picked a route to go.
Big thing is, people only play Team Deathmatch on those games.
Yeah.
Only play Team Deathmatch or like Kill Confirmed.
Yeah, Team Deathmatch, Domination, Search and Destroy. That's it.
Yeah.
They've got about 10 other game modes, but they're dead.
Dead.
No one
Like Dead
plays
on
them.
Arrival, if people played them week one.
So, you looked and within, a couple of hours, you've got, a lot of people playing TDM, a lot of people playing Domination. Then you get your other gamers. Even Search was down, only 10% of people playing it. Then you've got, your Cage Match, your... I don't know if it's in any of the new ones, but you got your hard points, all this and that, and they just don't get the players.
Yeah.
Like, they've always got less than 1%.
I feel like that's a problem with Halo as well.
Yeah.
Like, they've got a lot of cool game modes, but it's really hard to find a game in, like, Infection because
Yeah.
everyone's just playing 16 on 16 Slayer.
There's nothing worse than reading a game mode description and being like, oh yeah, I'd like to play that, and then just 3 out of 8 players. 3 out of 8 players.
Yeah.
2 out of 8 players.
Exactly.
Like, nothing
That's
worse.
nuts. There needs to be some alternative to that, especially if you have like an older game that you love
Yeah.
and you just literally can't play the content because there's not enough people on the servers.
I think that's what PC games do is like you can host your own server and that way you can be like, yeah, come and play this specific game mode rather than matchmaking, which people might not be in
Well,
on.
what am I doing? Play PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually we probably should all be getting there.
Um,
Matt, when was the last time you played Call of Duty? Have you ever owned one? or
I've
anything?
never owned a COD.
Yeah.
I've played like, I've like borrowed them and played the storylines and multiplayer
Yeah.
occasionally, but I've never actually got into it. And I think part of it is because when they release a new one, all I hear is about how average it is and how it's disappointing and people don't like it. And I'm like, oh, well, and how similar it is to last year's. And I'm like, well, I mean, I'm not like anti-COD or anything. And to be honest, Space COD sounds more interesting to me than other types because I think I like that setting more. But
See, that's
I
what
don't know. I haven't been convinced to really invest in a COD before, and also I suck online. So
Yeah.
It's completely understandable. Like, they haven't had that wow factor you need when you're going to bring out a next game. Like, see, that's where the wall Assassin's Creed's hit at the moment. Is it's sort of just the same game over and over with storyline different, which storyline's good and all, but you got to do something different.
So it's like, what do you do? What can you do to get people to say, yeah, this is a great new game, I would recommend this?
Assassin's Creed definitely needed a reboot anyway, because I don't know if you guys played Syndicate. I know Rob and I did, but in that game you have a grappling hook. You get it pretty early on, and it's literally like you just don't have to climb, you just grapple up to the top of things. And when a game that's pretty much parkour in the past doesn't want you to climb anymore, they probably need to redesign it.
It was like I was playing Batman, honestly.
Yeah, like I didn't mind it, but I definitely looked at it and I was like, man, you guys need to not.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was great.
Like,
it was
do the
very
same
convenient,
thing.
but it's just like, where are you going? It's not Assassin's Creed anymore. Like, sure, you're Assassin.
They definitely need to redesign the climbing so it's a bit less finicky. Because I've been watching my girlfriend play Black Flag, and a lot of times she'll just like be running on posts. Like, why can't I just run down the street like a normal person? I want to I want to do parkour when it's time to do parkour, and then I want to just go places normally, but like not walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think there like needs to be like they just need to redesign it so that
they need to find the sweet spot.
And just release it in working form.
Yeah,
please.
Exactly.
That is.
None of that Unity stuff in place.
But yeah, Syndicate released
Syndicate was good.
pretty on point. Yeah, I like that game. I didn't finish it, but I should have.
Yeah, you should.
Maybe I'll get back onto
It was a good ending.
Yeah, kind of like craving Assassin's Creed right now because I've been watching Black Flag.
I'm keen on the new one.
The
not
remake.
New, but it's their collection. Like, they are amazing games.
Well, if we're going to talk about games coming out, maybe we should move on to the game Matt has played, which is none of them. Because he's been busy with exams and stuff and hasn't
Matt
picked up any
studies.
games.
He cares about his future.
He
What's
do
his
stuff
stuff?
isn't podcast. He also wrote stuff for us this week. He wrote about
let's
Basketball
examine.
GM.
Check that out on our website,
Yeah.
the roster-.
The-roster.net.
That's my bad.
That's alright. You just got to say it a bunch of times in the mirror every morning so you know what you're doing.
Oh man, I'm gonna get it tattooed right across my forearm.
Yeah, no, right on your forehead so everyone knows where you're at.
So when I look in the mirror, I'll be like, "What's TEN dot?" Damn.
I'm gonna change my name to roster.net.
Yeah, we all should because we need to promote the brand. So because Matt hasn't played much, we figured we'd go through some new releases, and because he wants to get some games because he's got some free time now, go through the new releases and see if he's interested in any, see if we can sell him on anything, and also see what we're excited for ourselves.
Yes, sounds good.
So Rob, what have you been looking forward to recently?
So look, as a great man once said, Watch Dogs look pretty cool.
I don't get that one.
Are you fucking kidding me? No.
No, explain it. What's the joke?
Was it you?
None of you.
It's vaguely familiar.
It sounds like I've heard it before.
Oh my god, that hurts me.
I'm sorry. I've heard it before.
So,
Where from?
I don't know.
oh yeah. That's good podcasting. So
You guys ruined it. No, hey, you guys. I'm surprised you guys didn't remember that. That's such a classic
We'll
movie.
have to link it in the podcast notes. So keeping this bit in. Do you want to keep this bit in?
I couldn't care less.
Okay.
People need to know I'm funny, damn it.
Well, considering you mentioned Watch Dogs, I'm gonna assume you want to talk about Watch Dogs 2.
Yes. Watch Dogs 1, it got a lot of undeserved hate. It wasn't a great game. It was good.
Boring.
It was pretty repetitive, yes. And, I play a lot of repetitive games, and no shame. I shouldn't, but I do. But even I, by the end of it, couldn't platinum it or finish it or like in the same, time span, because it's just over and over again the exact same mission. Oh, drive. The driving was not good at all. In the new one, though, they've made better driving. That's one of their big things they've said. So, that was my biggest gripe with the game, was you couldn't turn a wheel. And this one, it's set over in San Francisco.
The one
yes.
for the 3-1 lead.
The one, yes, 3-1 lead. And
we have a basketball podcast if you want to listen to that.
Is your player Kevin Durant?
no, your player. Okay. So the story, it's around the main character is a guy named Marcus, who he's a hacker. Oh, big shock! A hacking game about a hacker. But he finds out that the CTOS system, which is the same one from the first one, because apparently after it went horribly wrong the first time, San Francisco thought, let's ruin our city too. That's, labelled him as a criminal even though he's not. So that's how you get your base start of the game. And then I haven't, played it yet, obviously, so we don't know where it goes from there. But it's an awesome story-based start. And the gameplay looks more fun. You can do a lot more options with what you can do with your hacking rather than just traffic lights, and then you can put up a bumper, but that's about it in the first one. This one, you can, hack people's phones, send gangs or the cops to them, and, get them swarmed, and there's a lot of cool things to do. And you can climb to the top of the bridge. The
Golden Gate Bridge.
The Golden State Warrior Bridge, yeah.
When I played the first Watch Dogs, all I wanted was just more hacking.
Yeah.
Just a game about hacking, just give me more. Just hack it all. Like
Matt, does more variety in hacking sound good to
Yeah,
you?
it sounds pretty cool actually. I was interested in the first one. I just didn't get around to it for some reason. So this one, I'm interested. I might get it if it comes out really really good. So
Yeah.
I think with the parkour system too, like
Is
parkour
very
done
improved.
well is a very very interesting game.
Jakey, you got anything you're interested in? I mean, you got Dishonored 2 today, which is...
I did get Dishonored 2 today. I played the first one. I really, really enjoyed it. Unexpectedly too.
Yeah.
I did not follow anything.
Did you play that on my Xbox? No, that was when we house sat and I played through all of it and you sat there and watched it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I think Dishonored 2 now it's got a bit of a reputation, bit of hype behind it.
Yeah.
But I honestly think Bethesda are gonna come up with the goods for this one.
Yeah.
You can now play as Emily, who was in the first game, and still as Corvo. You get that selection at basically the start of the game. I won't spoil what happens, but
Okay.
you get to choose who you
That's
want to
cool.
play as, and each of them have different abilities and such. So your gameplay will be different depending on who you pick.
Yeah.
See, that sounds good.
Yeah. So I haven't really followed much on Dishonored 2 either,
Yeah.
which is not. It's a good sign. I like it. I like not knowing. I
Yeah.
like going into
That's
it
always my
being
favourite way to do it.
What's the deal? What's going on here? And then,
Matt, are you interested in that? I mean, you got the remastered because Jake and Rob bought it and they already have copies.
I'm going to
got
play
that.
Dishonored very soon. So
That's a great thing with Dishonored 2, though. You buy Dishonored 2 and you get the definitive edition of number 1 for free. So if you want to play number 2 but you're worried that you didn't play number 1, don't worry at all.
You will have
because
it.
you will get number 1.
It's not super long either.
It's not a long game.
Yeah.
If you had a free day and you really wanted to buckle down, you could get it done in half a day.
and the DLC is good too.
Yeah, I haven't played that. No, I'm keen to. Any other games you guys can think of?
Yes, so there are a few for me, but
Quick hitters.
one of the biggest ones I'm looking forward to is Last Guardian. Now, Shadows of the Colossus is one of the best games of all time.
I've played the first monster of that.
Yes, it's when I first played it, I didn't really get what was going on. I was a fair bit younger, but now, I went back a couple of years ago and played it, and it just really, hit me. It's a really emotional game, and this one, it just looks really good. And if it's anything half of what Shadows of the Colossus was, it's going to be a massive hit.
In development for 10 years, so it's 10 might be short actually. It's been around for a long time.
Have you guys seen the big bird doggo that you
Bird
get to
doggo.
fly around with? It's who doesn't want that as your best friend?
Like
A good friend.
Exactly, good papa.
Yeah. Matt, thoughts?
it does sound cool. I've seen.
I don't know if I'm gonna get it. It seems like something where I'm more likely to borrow it off
Borrow
someone.
off me.
Yeah, borrow off Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jake, Rob, any other ones?
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
We did say we would come back
We
to
will
it.
be talking about some Pokemon.
Pokemon Moon.
So just quickly,
Pokemon Moon.
Pokemon Sun, because you guys all picked Moon.
I picked Sun because I like Sun.
Yeah, my boy. Woo! So what starter are you guys going to pick?
Rally.
I can't remember their names, but I'm gonna pick the clown, doggo, seal, Poplio.
That's the one. Jake, what are you
I'm
picking?
gonna come over to your houses and I'm gonna have all the starters. I'm gonna have all the
And
starters.
then you want to trade them away for Diglets.
No, I'm not. Because I can't pick, so I need them all.
Yeah,
But I'm going to pick your good old owl, because he's so cute, man.
he's a good friend.
He is.
And, the only thing that was a little bit of a put off for me was I had no idea how to say its final evolution's name. But it's so
I
cool.
didn't even know it.
It's Rowlet's final form's called Decidueye, I think. Not
Okay.
100% sure. It's a play on words with some sort of tree, I think.
Yeah,
Not 100% sure,
deciduous
but
trees, Rob. They're the ones that
they're the
aren't
trees,
green
you
all
know, the
year.
ones with leaves.
No, they're the ones that aren't green all year. They lose their tree feathers in winter. Leaves.
That's the link. That's the link.
That is it. But, I mean, you look at the pairing. Grass Ghost. It's so cool.
Oh, that's interesting. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
It's not a spoiler.
It
If
is-
Nintendo
it is-
posted it's not a
It is.
spoiler.
It's a spoiler if I didn't know it.
Yeah,
But-
if you don't want to know it.
One
then
thing
go
I
right
can't
now.
stand is Inci-NAH-roar though. The Litton's final evolution. Man, it just... It looks like the type of guy who would pick a fight with you
It
in the
looks like-
club.
One of my
Yeah,
favorite
it's what
Digimon as a kid.
It's Pokemon you want.
Yeah. I think it might have been Leomon, it looks like, and that's one of my favorite Digimon. So.
Do you guys think we'll be same old Pokemon? You know, stop the bad guys, beat the Elite Four.
I
It
can't
will
imagine
not
they'll
at
do it
all.
differently.
It
Oh, yeah.
looks completely different.
I guess we'll see. We'll probably have a podcast or a review or something about that. We might have something about Pokemon this week or next week, potentially.
Yeah.
When does it?
Yeah, we've got
December?
Probably
18th, I think.
2 or 3 weeks just
Yeah.
until we get through the
Yeah,
day.
but we might have something about Pokemon in general before
Yeah.
that. But don't hold us to that because we really know what we're
Pokemon, go
doing.
away.
Alright, Matt, are you interested in Harvest Moon, Skytree Village?
I don't know what any of those words mean.
Well, it's like, can you imagine if there was a game like Minecraft and also like Dragon Quest Builders, but it was about farming more?
Like
And
Stardew
I can
Valley.
imagine that.
Like Stardew
I
Valley.
can imagine that. I'm sensing a theme here with you, Steve.
I really like games where you build and talk to other people and make friends.
Yes.
So, that's
Because isn't friendship the best?
the real video games with the friends we made along the way. I think we should.
Trophies.
Yeah, boy.
Do you guys have anything else you want to add? Do you want to finish this up? We are at. Should check the time. We have gone for 47 minutes.
Well,
I don't know
there's-
how much of that I can edit out.
Probably about 7 minutes.
We're at
Look. You guys all good?
Yep.
Alright. Check us out at the-roster.net. We're on Facebook at roster.net, Twitter at rostertweets. We've got something about basketball GM. We've got something about Stardew Valley. We've got all stuff, basketball podcast, and an article about our predictions. If you haven't checked that out yet, we'll have more stuff in the next week or so. If you're listening, thank you for listening. And if you're not listening, you're not hearing this. So thanks and goodbye.
If it's not 60 frames, it's not worth it.
What's it like?
It's like... It's the game, okay?
It's